During tonight's press conference, Columbia Mayor Steve Benjamin drove in the point that the city and the Columbia Housing Authority are not one and the same, thus once again separating their involvement into what happened. News 19's Lauren Thomas has the details.
Once the commissioners are appointed, the city has no oversight of the Housing Authority, its board, or its executive directors.
Columbia Mayor Steve Benjamin cited state law during today's press conference, reiterating a point that the city has stressed since learning of the deaths of 30-year-old Derek Roper and 61-year-old Calvin Witherspoon at Allen Benedict Court, that the city of Columbia does not have authority over the Columbia Housing Authority. However, they do have contracts with them for housing projects.
We've had some fantastic opportunities to work with the Housing Authority in the past to support their efforts in the redevelopment of Cedar Saxon community and the redevelopment of the former Henley homes into Rosewood Hills.
Currently, the city of Columbia is working with the Housing Authority on the new Gonzales Gardens site that will feature single-family homes, townhomes, and apartments. And they have their own housing development through the Columbia Empowerment Zone, mainly for senior housing.
We have new units being sprouting out of the ground on North Main Street, the Veranda North Main senior housing, the Point at Elmwood, just a few blocks away from Allen Benedict Court.
The Housing Authority primarily gets their funding from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. They have applied for 7 federal grants in the past and were recently denied a $30 million Choice Neighborhood grant. So without those funds, the question now is who will pay for the redevelopment of Allen Benedict Court? The mayor didn't give us detailed answers tonight, but says in the past they have participated in funding.
With or without the Choice Neighborhoods grant from the Department of Housing and Urban Development, we're going to move forward in developing and redeveloping Allen Benedict Court, give the people who live there the opportunity to come back into quality and safe housing, and also work on an aggressive plan to, again, provide more housing all across the region.
In Columbia, Lauren Thomas, News 19, WLTX.
And City Council will be setting up a task force made up of developers and city leaders to help build a plan for affordable housing within the city limits. They're expected to have their first meeting sometime next month.